Jennifer Reoch, TV presenter. My school, I went to Woodfarm High School in Thornliebank and I absolutely loved it. When I started in first year in 2001, the buildings were quite old, and definitely had a bit of character about them. Many departments had their own buildings separate from the main one, so you had to walk across the playground from English to science, which was great in between periods for wasting a bit of time when you wanted to avoid class. By the time I left in 6th year, I made it to head girl. In 2007 the building had been updated and was all new, which definitely offered better facilities but sadly less time outside to dawdle in between classes. Favorite teacher? It is genuinely hard to choose a favorite teacher because I was so lucky to have so many. Mrs. Scott in the P department really nurtured my love of netball. I was even training at one point with the Scottish squad. Mr. Anderson made chemistry so much fun I studied it all the way to advanced higher. School dinner, packed lunch or home? I usually had a packed lunch sandwich, yogurt and a chocolate biscuit, but it was often eaten in a hurry either before or after one of the many extracurricular activities I did. Although, often a Friday meant heading out of the school for a bag of chips. The walk to the chippy with my pals was almost as good as the food. Favorite subject? I was a bit of a geek and proud of it at school. I enjoyed most of them but chemistry, geography and maths were top. Chemistry, because of Mr. Anderson, geography because I've always had a passion for learning about the natural world, and maths because there is something quite satisfying about being able to work a problem through and get to a solution. Read more. I was a menace when I was wee. Sean Batty's school day memories. Least favorite subject? I found physics pretty tricky. My best friend, Fiona McCready, and I have been best friends since primary 1. We were both pretty sporty, so practically lived down in the P department. We were always chatting nonsense to each other and even walked to and from school every day together. I was lucky enough to be maid of honor at her wedding just a couple of months ago. If I could change one thing about my school days, it would be, I would maybe try and stress less about studying for exams. I did not enjoy that at all. Otherwise, I wouldn't change very much. I made the best friends, many of whom I still hang out with today, and was given so many amazing opportunities that I grabbed with both hands. In fact, I would go back and do it all again. Read more. Watch as Sean Batty loses his head over weather. Jennifer Reoch helps Sean Batty bring in the new year on Sean's very Scottish hogmanay on STV from 11:30 p.m. on December 31st. For more on this story, visit the news article link.